overthinking pop culture from a theological point of view. Welcome to Swear or Prayer. God gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to everyone. The Kiss version is a cover of an original song by the British band Argent. Kiss's version is titled God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too, due to changes in the lyrics. God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too was made for the 1991 movie Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. It also appeared in Kiss's 1992 album Revenge. This was made during the no makeup era of Kiss. It was also one of the few songs where Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley share the lead vocals. Argent wrote and recorded the original in 1971. It was released on Argent's album In Deep in 1973. The original lyrics include a reference to Christian pop singer and tennis fan Cliff Richard. Since the original recording by Argent, the song has also been covered by Christian rock band Petra. Petra's version was included in two albums, 1997's Come and Join Us and 1984's Beat the System. I had a few Petra albums. Petra had pretty cool album covers. Anyone remember Ken and I from This Means War? No? No? Okay. No surprise, Kiss did a rework on the lyrics. The Kiss fans I know would definitely have issues with a reference to Cliff Richard in a Kiss song. Unlike major Kiss fans, I had no clue this was a cover. That Petra had done it before Kiss, I had no idea at all. The Petra version is, well, it's square. They meant well. Kiss have Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, a wall of sound, and the production values required for the final song in a major motion picture, said motion picture Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. The core of Bill and Ted's narrative is that Bill and Ted's band, Wild Stallions, made music that brought about an age of peace and harmony for the entire world. Lord, hear our prayer. But of course, you have to go through the lyrics. We start off with, God gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to you, put it in the soul of everyone. Do you know what you want? You don't know for sure. You don't feel right. You can't find a cure. And you're getting less than what you're looking for. Okay, that's pretty good. You don't have money or a fancy car, and you're tired of wishing on a falling star. You got to put your faith in a loud guitar. God gave rock and roll to you. Yep. Put it in the soul of everyone. Yep. Now listen. If you want to be a singer or play guitar, man, you got to sweat or you won't go far, because it's never too late to work a 9 to 5. Lord, hear our prayer. You can take a stand or you can compromise. You can work real hard or just fantasize, but you don't start living till you realize. I got to tell you, God gave rock and roll to you, blah, 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 blah. Put it in the soul. God gave rock and roll to you. To everyone he gave the song to be sung. Sing the backing vocals twice. God gave rock and roll to you. Saved rock and roll. Gave rock and roll to everyone. Put it in the soul of everyone. Gave rock and roll to everyone. And then comes Paul Stanley's benediction. I know life sometimes can get tough, and I know life sometimes can be a drag, but people, we have been given a gift. We have been given a road, and that road's name is rock and roll. God gave rock and roll to everyone. God gave rock and roll to you. Put it in the soul of everyone. God gave rock and roll to everyone. God gave rock and roll, fade out. There are songs I rate as religious-ish. Songs that have enough in them to be sung in a worship context. And let's be honest, early R&B singers started off in the church. You used your gifts of singing and songwriting for the church, for the glory of God. To go into the music industry, well, that was chasing after money, the root of all evil. When it comes to evil, many parts of Western Christianity, they pretty much thought that Kiss was all about that evil. How are Kiss evil, you may ask? Gene Simmons is... actually, his makeup was based on Japanese kabuki makeup. Gene's costume? Well, yeah, it's pretty... Gene's character is explicitly called the devil? Yeah, okay. And then there's Gene Simmons. He's not been a good boy. Outside of costumes, shenanigans with impressionable young women, there is a further blight on Kiss. The belief that Kiss stands for Kids in Satan's Service, or even Knights in Satan's Service. The band deny this completely. But, it's pretty easy to spread the rumour around when you know Gene in, his tongue, the blood, and all of that. Look, the makeup, the stagecraft, the costumes, even the Marvel comic that was printed with some of their blood in it, any lean into the demonic or witchcraft will get that kind of backlash. It doesn't matter which decade, whether it's the 70s, the 80s, or the 2020s. Look, there's a story about Groucho Marx going to see Alice Cooper perform. Groucho used to take his friends to see rock and roll shows. Alice Cooper talks fondly of Marx and affirms that Groucho's declaration that what Alice and in turn Kiss do is vaudeville. It's an act. At times, it's a very clever act, one that convinces many people that these people are something they're not, like wrestling or movies. It's a gimmick. It's made to enrich the performance, create a media buzz. Is all of it helpful, good, and promote a healthy way of life? No. Though you can say the same of certain people who brand themselves as Christian, who bring nothing but abuse, shame, and worse to people. Is there a line in this song that damns it? You gotta put your faith in a loud guitar. Okay. To take this into the realm of Christian overthinking, what are the semantics involved here? Is this having faith in the loud guitar and what it brings? Or are we using the loud guitar to present, amplify, and express our faith? If this is so, then this is a worship song. It is. God gave rock and roll to you, to everyone. He gave a song to be sung. God gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to you. Put it in your soul. God gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to you, gave rock and roll to everyone. God gave rock and roll to you too, like the original. It's a prayer. It ain't no swear. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do the bell thingy if you want notifications. Thank you very much for listening, and God bless.